Hey guys, Kevin here with Texas Veteran Power Outdoors. It's time for an oil change on this guy, and we're starting right now. The oil filter is right here, and I can already tell there's going to be a huge mess. And our drain plug is right here. Now FERRIS does provide us the hose, which I really like, but I think what we're going to have to do is there's no hole around here to where this hose can go down to that underside, so we're going to make us one. Here's a light here, might be able to show you a little bit better that there's just no hole anywhere. So on this underside, right in this area here, is where we're going to put that hole, so that way this drain hose can go down in it, and then when we're not using it, we'll pull it back up here so it doesn't get caught on anything. The hole there is not going to damage anything. It's just an open area underneath, so we'll figure out what size hole we'll need and we'll go from there. We're going to use a magnet to get all of this stuff out. See? Because you don't really want to sweep that out. Well, for one, you can't even sweep it out. You just can't get anything in there to sweep it with.
I might like that little trick. It does a really good job. We won't be able to get all of it, but we'll be able to get a lot of it. And what we don't get, we can... I always recommend blowing out the blower because stuff can go everywhere. I think just let it fall out naturally. But we're going to get almost all of it, so... I think maybe one more pass should get it. Alright, I think that's pretty clean in there. What do you think?
Okay, now I'm pretty sure our drain hose here should fit right through. Oh, almost. We just got a little bit more. So when you're ready to do oil changes, you push that guy all the way down. And so now that's just running flat, and the oil will come right out the bottom onto a pan. What we will do on this side of the mower is we'll go up over a couple of 2x4s, tilting the machine this way, so all the oil will come out that way. Alright, let's go ahead and clean all of it. Go ahead and break the nut on here, and then that way put the pan up to it, and then drop that bolt all the way down, and then oil will go in there. Okay, so you're going to need 2 wrenches, because you're going to need a wrench on this piece and this piece right here to hold it together, and then you twist the opposite of each other. That way, oh, this is such an awkward angle. Alright. Okay. There we go. Alright. And the other cool thing about this is we don't have to stand here and hold the oil tube. That guy's draining. I'm going to talk to you just for a few minutes. You can make oil changes as big of a mess as you want, or as easy and as clean of a mess as you want. You have to think about what you're doing, think about your different steps before you start breaking down or breaking the oil out of that engine. So we have all the right tools, and I know without a doubt by drilling that hole and putting the drain tube down that made it so much easier. Because if we would have done it the other way, I'm going to show you something. If we would have done it the other way, we would have had to take all this right here off, out of the way, because the drain would have came right through up here and then right down here, and it just, you would have had to hold it in place. It would have got all on there. I mean, it's just, it would have been nasty. So you know, sometimes you got to drill a hole in your machine. Doesn't hurt anything one bit, doesn't change the value of it. You know, whoever buys it down the road is going to think, well, okay, well, it's supposed to be like that. So when you're done draining the oil and you're doing your oil change, put your nut back on and then pull it back out of that hole, and then leave it lay across the top as you saw before, because in that way, you know, because you run over all kinds of things underneath this mower, then that way you're not damaging that hose. It's not getting caught on anything. So I think the oil is almost SAE 30. Alright, we're going to let that drain down to the bottom. We're going to go ahead and move it off these blocks so we're on a level surface. And check our oil amount here. Now I know I dried it off, but you want to make sure that you're going to be in between where it says add and full. You know, you want to be anywhere in there is okay, but if you could be closer to that top, you're really better off. So let's put this in here. Checking your oil, you want to make sure that when you pull it out, then you wipe it down. Then when you put it on, you're not putting it, twisting it all the way down and then pulling it out. You're just putting it in there until the top part right here touches right here, and then you pull it out. So for correct oil level, do not turn cap on threads. So we're there and back out. Alright, so still shows nothing in there. I don't think it does. I think it's 1.8. So almost 2, but not quite. You know, you're still going to have some of that residual that's on the inside of here, but that's not going to be much. It's going to run down to the bottom there. Okay, there we go. I think that's good right there. So we're going to do, that's almost to the top. Right at it. We're going to do one more reading. There you go. Yeah. See, that's right there on that full mark. See that little bit of oil right there? So we're good. So this guy is good. We're going to go ahead and put this back on here. After you do your Okay guys, the next thing you want to do after you do your oil change is you want to do some things like check your tire pressure, grease all the fittings. There's some areas you might need to put some lubricant, like some oil on. Alright, get that out of the way. Lower this down. Okay, your grease fittings are going to be, let's see here, they're going to be on your wheels here. They're going to be underneath right here. Have to do with the deck coming up and down. Your spindles are going to have some. I don't know if there's going to be any down there or not, but you just want to check your owner's manual. It's going to tell you where it's going to be at. What I like doing is I like just looking for myself. They're easy to find. They're going to be around where moving parts are. Wheels, casters, the deck lift, things like that. You're not going to have any around the engine most of the time, and there probably are going to be a few, maybe 5 or 6, probably about it. There's some oils that are going to need to put some WD-40 on, some oil, and that's pretty much about it. So we're just going to do that real quick, and that wraps this tune-up and preventive maintenance up. When you hear the popping sound of the grease going through the area there, you know it's making its way, it's pushing out. Once you start seeing it clear the edge, then that should be enough. I have to check both sides. Okay. Before you put grease in your grease fittings, you always want to clean that fitting off, because you don't want dirt to get down on that inside. All right. Now on these, underneath the deck, where the other part of this housing is, there's a little, like a little nut. You loosen that just a little bit, and then you squeeze the grease through here until it comes out on that part, and then you can go ahead and close it up. I'm just going to put a couple of pumps in there. Should be fine. Alright, let's move on to our next one. Okay. Right here too, all covered up and looking nasty. That's a grease fitting there as well. You're going to have one on the other side. So that's pretty much about it. There may be 1 or 2 more somewhere I don't know about, and we will get with our dealer and find out, and should be about it. Our belt's in good shape, so let's go ahead and get these last 2 done. Now we're going to get some areas with some WD-40. Well guys, I hope this video was very helpful to a lot of you. This is the first time we've done this type of maintenance on this machine. We're at 31 hours on it. We should have done it long before that, but you know, sometimes just things happen. We do have a lot of maintenance we need to do on the Z1 over here, but that's pretty much it with this video. If you guys have any questions or comments, go ahead and put them in the section down below. If you haven't subscribed to this channel and this is your first time, consider subscribing. We're putting up videos all the time, all kinds of cool stuff. And our main goal is to help everyone in our community. You know, we're learning every day when we go out and work. We're learning when we work on our equipment. We're learning when we research how to do something. So every day is a learning experience for us, and we enjoy doing that. And then we pass that information on to you guys. So definitely like, comment, and share this video. There's a lot of people who will probably use this video to do some maintenance on their mower. Other than that, I'm Kevin with Texas Veteran Power Outdoors. I appreciate you guys watching. We'll see you next time.